It's honestly been pretty difficult to begin dating, and to begin dating for the first time in the middle of a pandemic. I imagine it was easier in other pandemics, the Black Plague for example. I could have just waltzed into the local tavern and married the last woman standing. Not sure I would have enjoyed that too much. But I've learned a thing or two. Because while you can't exactly meet up at a concert or in the dregs of an Allston frat house, there's hope yet for us romantics. I'm gonna take you through a journey, and we're gonna find the absolute best place to go on a date in Boston. But first, let me clarify something. These are destinations for love, rather than a recipe.
The next Blue Line train to Wonderland is now arriving.
I'm like a friendly Amazon reviewer, and you're like a middle-aged woman who wants to buy a crock pot. But if you want something in the crock pot, go watch some Shakespeare in Love type bullshit. Not there's anything wrong with that movie, but it can give you some pretty messed up expectations about love.
The extent they write about man's struggle with nature, for society, for himself, to that extent they strike a responsive chord in all humanity.
Want to impress a lover of Boston's history? Look no further than the JFK Library and Museum. Unfortunately, sometimes you're not necessarily allowed in the building, so you'll just have to make do. When in doubt, have a picnic. It's a great way to show any potential partner you are husband material, and the JFK Library is a great place for it. But this spot is not good when it's windy, which is often. You're right by the water, which I'm sure old Jack Kennedy would have appreciated. Unfortunately, a scenic overlook by the Atlantic Ocean has the added bonus of generating rather intense gusts, and looking like the Michelin Man on the first date, not very romantic. I think we can do better. Personally, I love the MFA, but looking at art with someone for the first time, what if they actually like Martha Rothko paintings? But hey, I'm nothing if not adaptable, and what's classier than art? A little vino, of course, in vino veritas. As romantic as public drinking is, the Puritans in the state don't really approve of it. I guess you'll just have to soberly assess if your potential bae has poor taste in contemporary art, and art theory on the first date isn't the most exciting thing in the world, so I think there's still a little room for improvement. Now this is more like it. The wonderful thing about living in a big city is that there are a lot of small spots that no one thinks about, like this one. I saw it on some obscure Instagram page and knew it was just perfect. It's been my hidden secret until now. Not even my private Snap story knows about this one. The scenic view of Boston at night makes me play City of Stars from La La Land in my brain, and I'm living my Ryan Gosling fantasy. Boston was my ticket to independence and a city of firsts. My first iced coffee at a Dunk's. My first time people watching shoppers at the Prue. And my first time at good old Fenway Park, as the locals say it. The most important first? Boston is where I said I love you for the first time. And the best part? He said it back.